Now, from the nation's capital, here's the Pentagon Channel's ATS in brief.
The Defense Department wants to turn the tables on radical groups spreading their message on the internet. Tech Sergeant George Maurer tells us about a new idea to enlist YouTube, letting American troops tell their stories.
Defense officials say media reports about the war don't tell the whole story.
The one thing people don't know is what really is going over here on a daily basis.
That's why the Pentagon is pushing a plan to use the power of the web to get the word out.
Well, the new YouTube initiative came from really a bunch of young service members serving over here as we were brainstorming how do we do a better job of reaching out and sharing the story about what's going on in Iraq with the American public, other than through, just the print media and the TV medium that we have today.
Here's how the Defense Department hopes it will all come together. Service members in theater or just coming back will email footage to daryl.walker@iraq.centcom.mil. Multinational Force Iraq officials will then review the submittal to make sure it doesn't violate certain guidelines. They say approved video will be quickly posted on youtube.com/MNF Iraq. And you can also get to the site by going through the coalition website at mnfiraq.com.
For the families, for your friends, for your loved ones that you're trying to reach back home, you have a much more capable system that exists today to do that. What we're trying to do is, how do we share it, though, with the rest of America? Other than those who know somebody serving over here, how do we reach out to those that are in Midtown America and other places that don't know somebody serving here? How do they find out what's going on?
What DoD is looking for is anything that helps the public better understand what the troops go through. It could be combat action, interesting or eye-catching footage, high-tech footage, funny or heartwarming interaction with the Iraqi population, or teamwork between the coalition and Iraqi security forces. Besides operational security violations, officials are also on the lookout for profanity, sexual content, extreme gore, mockery of host country or third country nationals, and footage that shows coalition or Iraqi forces in a poor light.
We want to be timely, we want to be accurate, we want to be complete, we want to adhere to some kind of standards, but to do that, we've got a mechanism in place when something comes in that we can turn it fairly rapidly within hours and post it out there on YouTube if in fact it meets the criteria and doesn't violate any kind of operational security.
Even though the project just started earlier this month, the Pentagon says posted videos have been attracting thousands of viewers each day. Tech Sergeant George Maurer, Pentagon Channel News.
Fresh U.S. troops arrived in Baghdad Tuesday, part of the security sweep in Iraq's capital and surrounding provinces. U.S. generals in Iraq say the increase in U.S. troops has decreased violence. U.S. and Iraqi forces manned reinforced police stations around the clock and markets throughout the city, once the scene of major attacks are now closed to vehicles.
In time, I think maybe hopefully in another year or so, these guys will be ready to go and take the streets on their own, so we don't have to be here anymore.
The crew of Coast Guard Cutter Baranoff is on a year-long deployment to the Arabian Gulf. They're helping protect the North Arabian oil platforms, about 85% of Iraq's economy.
Our number one mission here is to protect them and their infrastructure. In addition to that, we secure the maritime environment here so that the economy can return to normal, so that honest fishermen and merchants can conduct business without being afraid.
Lieutenant Higgins says the Coast Guard crews work closely with the Iraqi military, teaching the Iraqis the skills they'll need to be able to stand on their own. The newest round of base closings pose potential challenges to military children. Lots of moves, new homes, schools, and friends.
DoD's large-scale rebasing initiatives, including global transformation and BRAC and service restructuring, will relocate thousands of military children and their parents in the next few years. The good news is that the effort to address these challenges and opportunities is already underway.
To find out how you can watch the Pentagon Channel where you live, contact your local cable provider.
TSP share prices for Tuesday, March 20th opened at $11.83 for the G Fund, $11.33 for the F Fund, $15.58 for the C Fund, $19.17 for the S Fund, and $22.56 for the I Fund. For the Pentagon Channel, I'm Staff Sergeant Raina Barnett.